Hello, guys, and welcome to this month's episode of Lil Lizzie Podcast. This is your host, Lil Lizzie here. What the fuck is up, bitches? Oh my gosh, so I'm really hyped to be back in this bitch doing what I do best, talking shit. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and allow my incredible guest today to introduce himself. Am I even making sense, fuckers? What the hell? Anyway, go ahead, sir.
What's going on? I'm Quandee.
I'm Andrianna.
It's your boy Cg Jhango.
I'm Katana or katanasdead.
I'm Ellie.
Awesome. All right. So yeah, guys, this week's episode is pretty exciting. We're going to be talking about double standards. So yeah, we're mainly going to focus on relationship double standards, but there's obviously so many types. So we'll probably cover a few, but we're mainly going to talk about, guys, girls, yeah, that good shit. A double standard in a relationship occurs when like an individual has certain expectations of their partner, but does not believe the same fuckers, I have not done this in so long. Anyway, but does not believe that the same expectation should be applied to them. So basically, yeah, we're going to go in. And first things fucking first. I know all of you fucks always see me post and I can't even get a text back. And I just want to clarify that for the first time in my fucking life, I'm grateful for that. Because after seeing that herpes shit in Rockford, thank you motherfuckers for never talking to me. What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
That's the double standard you start.
There's a double fucking standard. Y'all enjoy your situation. I'm going to be alone in my bed, on my heated bed. Solo. Just wanted to point that out. I'm grateful for no text back. Leave me the fuck alone. Anyway. Okay, let's fucking go right in. Is it worse when a man cheats or when a female cheats? Let's fucking go.
I feel like that question itself is a double standard.
I'll message them and be like, you are a double standard.
The whole question is a double standard. You can be as shitty when either or cheats. It doesn't matter.
Right, literally.
Both are held to the same expectation.
Yeah.
However,
bitches. Fuck y'all. No.
I 100% agree with him. It is a double standard to even ask that question, but 90% of the world, and I'm looking directly in the camera when I say this with my chin up and my chest out.
Let's go.
Men cannot handle half of the things that they put us women through, and to watch them crumble behind cheating is insane. It's
Bro,
crazy.
they turn into such little bitches. It's fucking hilarious.
I'm are you okay? Do we need to check the forehead temp? Are we all right? And then when a guy cheats, it's kind of like,
well, I'm a man. I needed to get my dick sucked. No, I'm just talking shit.
It's very...
Hey, hold up. What are we doing here? No.
It's
a no for him, dog.
I'm not even chiming in.
It's the expectation though, because it's like when y'all like in a relationship, females they more so emotionally connected versus the man. Like it was just a one night stand. Like it was just pussy to me. It wasn't.
But then what happens when the women now have become so able to be a man and take the emotions out of it, and now men are struggling with the fact that we are operating. Well, collectively, there's so many women operating like men now that men don't understand. We've always been smarter than you guys. You guys need us to rule the world, So now
it's
that
facts.
I don't like that one. I don't like the
developmental.
The whole thing of like women are smarter than men or men are smarter than women. There are people that are smarter than people, but I don't agree with women as a whole being smarter than men as a whole. But I have met a lot of dumb men and a lot of dumb women.
I agree with that.
I feel
but
that.
When it comes to cheating, I feel like a lot of men just get very careless with it. And I'll break it down to you. This is the easiest way to put it. When men cheat, right, they go to their 9 to 5. They go and after their 9 to 5, they're coming home every day at 5:30, right? Because from 5 to 5:30, that's your travel time to go home. Now all of a sudden you're coming home at 6, 6:15, 6:30. You guys fuck up your daily patterns, and then it's so plain as day.
Easy. It's so fucking easy.
Women, and I hate to admit it, girls,
it's facts. It's facts.
I'm so sorry to admit this, but it's like women have become so understanding of the way that you men operate when it comes to stuff like that, that they're like, you know what? I'm gonna go on my lunch break, so you'll never even know.
A bitch only gets caught cheating when she wants to.
I'm gonna break it to everybody here. I don't get caught cheating because I don't cheat. So
that part.
No,
that part.
I
agree with that.
And that's facts. See, I don't cheat if somebody cheats on me. If somebody cheats on me, I'm gonna leave.
See, that's the what's
First,
define
I'm not gonna do that.
cheating,
Cheat back, make myself
define
feel
cheating.
bad.
You're right.
But like I don't get that. See, that's one thing that I've never got is like the whole I'm gonna cheat back and make you feel how I feel. That's just what are you doing to yourself? You make yourself. You're embarrassing yourself.
You're right. 100%.
To make somebody else look bad.
But it all starts with your self-respect.
Yeah.
So if you have none, you know what I'm saying. Then it falls back on your self-respect.
If you have no self-respect, you're fine with doing things like that to like get back at a person. But what I'm saying is like I get you feeling that emotion so hard that you want to make somebody feel the way that you feel, but that's just. It's a double negative. Nothing comes from it.
I think that comes more with growing though, as an adult.
100%.
Yeah, because like honestly, walking away from a situation and knowing like, hey, I got cheated on, it's time to go. It's when you're young, you know, that love shit in your 16, system be hard. You know what I'm saying? You'd be ready to thug it out with the person you love. And then when you get older, it's like, I'm gonna head out.
You're such a fucking like.
What am I gonna do this to myself? Why am I gonna subject myself to further trauma to like hurt you a little bit? Because it's probably not fucking with you at all. If you're already all right with doing this to me. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. Like, how are they gonna actually feel any emotion towards you cheating on them if they already had enough disrespect for you to do it in the first place?
Because people love to have their cake and eat it too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I fucking love cake. I hate that saying when it comes to cheating because I don't cheat, but I love cake. So like,
I'm gonna have my cake and eat it too.
I will definitely eat the cake, just so we're clear.
Cake and have it eaten.
I've never been cheated on. I think cheating is extremely disrespectful, and it says a lot about your self-love. I've never really given enough fucks about anyone to the point where, like, if they did cheat on me, I mean, I guess I've never been there, so I wouldn't know, but I just feel like I would just not give too many fucks because I don't really care about much.
I think that depends on the circumstance, too, because coming from a long-term relationship, it's a little different when you have like a household and a stability and stuff like that. It's a little bit harder to remove yourself. I think if I was one person, it would be one thing, but you know, if you have like if you're domesticated with somebody for a long period of time and you have things that are blended, kids, bills, stuff like that, it becomes a little bit harder to kind of remove yourself because you're not only removing yourself from a relationship, but now you have to worry about the mental health of people who are watching you. So
like your second
I'll
life.
bow out of that.
You put your life with them.
I'm gonna bow out right there. This is where I lose my opinion.
Okay. We're gonna leave it at that, fuckers. That was fire. That was fire.
That was all good.
The next question I got: should women work?
Duh.
Oh,
yes.
What?
Yeah,
why the fuck not, bro?
Yes.
I literally quit my job and I'm still working my dick off every day.
Yes.
So like, women should definitely work. Like, I thought that was a very strange question I got. I was like, what?
Unless your man can pay your bills 3 times over by himself, baby, go get your own bag.
And like that's
3 times.
3 times over.
3 times what?
3 times over, gonna live a good life.
Being able to do that is great, yeah. But if I'm able to do it and you're able to do it, why not both of us do it? Not saying that you have to pay bills. I can still pay bills.
Yeah.
But having that money as a collective
Church.
and knowing that we're working for that just makes it that much better.
Man.
When you get the free time to do stuff,
and imagine the type of stuff you're able to do when both of you are making money like that.
Yeah.
Like,
that part.
And the free time that when you're able to get free time, obviously. But
And if the guy can pay your bills, like you said, just have the girl work still. And if the guy falls on hard times, at least she's there to kind of back
that part.
That's really the big
that part.
About it. What if at one point he's paying all of your bills, he's making 3 times over to pay whatever, and then all of a sudden one day he loses all of it? Now what?
And all it takes is like somebody falling off a motorcycle. Like say he's riding,
one accident on a vacation, it's over with.
Right, and honestly, at work at least you have that workman's comp, and that's decent. I mean, if you fall off the bike and you're just on your personal time, imagine that. It turns to disability time, and that's a whole different amount of money.
Yeah.
Like, that's a fraction
of what you
Yeah, a fraction.
I do like that we all agreed on that though.
Yeah,
like the fuck? Like I would be so bored not working, and I'm not like working my normal 9 to 5 anymore, but like I'm working very hard every day of my life, and it will all be worth it so soon.
I just want to add to that though. And this is only from the mom standpoint, so you guys are gonna have to hear me
I love
out.
moms.
Hear me out. If you are with somebody or you as a woman, and you are able to stay at home and you are a single mom, I do want to just shout y'all out, because single moms in the house taking care of the kids, even when the dad is at work, is like 3 jobs in one, especially when you have multiple kids. So if your man is allowing you to stay at home to raise those beautiful babies, girl, because that is a job in itself. So snaps to them.
Get that bitch.
We're gonna let him pay the bills while you take care of those kids, and everything rotates in motion beautifully.
That's facts too, because I heard daycare is like fucking ridiculous.
Astronomical.
It's literally like
you'll be like, never mind, I'll watch my own kids.
You know what? I love them kids again.
It is not fuck them kids anymore.
No, fuck them kids. I'm in.
I feel like daycare should not cost like over half of your rent for a week.
That part.
You pay your rent once a month, but you're paying like half that every week for daycare alone.
I've heard like $350, $400.
That's like
a
half
week.
of what it actually is.
Yeah, I've heard
That's
like
the price of somebody who's getting assistance with it.
that part. Yeah, I have a client I had a client at one point who paid $40,000 for fucking daycare for his twins. Granted, it was 2 kids, but $40,000 a year. A year. That's fucking insane, bro. That is a fucking. That is a salary to some people. Like, yeah, like that's insane. So yes, if you can stay home, watch some beautiful babies, and have whatever, watch movies, In and Out or something. That is such a good, or not In and Out. What's it called? Inside Out. I'm hungry. Leave me the fuck alone. I want a grilled cheese. Bitch, let's go. I was just in, oh man, I fucking love In and Out. Well, they have grilled cheese. I don't eat meat. Well, I do chicken and, you know, my white boys. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, drop mic. Next question. Why are women judged so much more for being promiscuous than men?
Lingerie to the gas station.
Oh my God. Have you ever walked into a fucking gas station as a woman in fucking sweatpants, your hair up, and damn, shorty, who the fuck is you? No, I'm just kidding.
That's that natural beauty though, man.
I don't like going to gas stations.
See,
that's why I don't pump gas and my dad doesn't let me. Drop mic.
I am like all for girls like dressing how they want.
For sure.
Do your thing. Absolutely do your thing. But I also feel like there's just like a certain level of modesty that is just so fucking attractive that it's like there is nothing that beats walking in fully clothed, not half naked, and 9 times out of 10 men, if you can agree with me, a lot of you men don't even look at the girls in the lingerie outfits. You're just kind of like,
I'd be judging.
yeah, I bet, yeah, I'd be judging right with you, like. And
same.
Then, and like,
I'm kidding. Yeah. I love women. I'm just being
how
funny.
many clubs have seen this same lingerie?
They just rewear it to different clubs.
Yeah,
can you imagine how smelly those outfits are?
Yeah.
Man, there's a lot of
like
sweat
some girls in the lingerie look so dirty. Like they just look so sweaty and musty.
Now,
and
it's not even low key. A lot of the people, or I'm sorry, not even people. A lot of the women that dress up in specific types of lingerie, more specifically those wrestling suits, your friends are not your friends. If they're letting you
wrestling. Drop fucking mic. Podcast over.
2024, we gotta cancel the
We're
outfits.
canceling the wrestling outfits.
We're
Okay.
canceling the
RKOing these bitches.
No, that's crazy.
One bitch at a time.
That's crazy. I'm
Oh my
dead.
God, who loves Randy Orton? Because I do.
I
Sorry.
am so dead.
Let's
Talking
fucking
about
do this
wrestling.
shit. All right, bet. Well, there you go. Stop being a whore if you wear wrestling outfits. But if you don't, get the dick, bitch. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Who has more options, men or women?
Women.
Women.
Hold on.
Women.
Define options.
More people they can fuck. So I did
Women.
Both on both sides.
both of them. Both of them.
You know,
Yeah,
it wasn't until I
depends.
became an adult that I realized that us women have so many options and men have to try so hard,
Hey,
and
listen.
I feel so bad. Like, Dang, you guys will
OnlyFans
buy
is
drinks.
$1 billion industry.
They buy dinner.
$1 billion company.
OnlyFans is crazy.
Show some, you know.
OnlyFans is crazy.
They paying for it.
Hey,
Okay, can we talk about OnlyFans actually, guys? Let's talk about OnlyFans.
$25.95.
Did you guys know that a lot of the people on there do not post any XXX content because
that's not what it was created.
It's for content creators. I'm a content creator, fuckers.
Me personally, I'm posting cooking
intrigued.
videos.
You're posting really?
I'm a post cooking videos. I don't have an OnlyFans. If I did, you'd be pleasantly surprised to find, a flautas recipe maybe.
Vámonos. See, I'm honestly considering going on there as because I'm an influencer, bro. Like that's literally what I am. I'm considering going on there writing like there's gonna be because you go to my Instagram, bro. Guys are beating their dick to me on Insta. So it's like, who gives a shit? Like, I'll post myself singing a song in a cute little outfit. Yeah. You know what I mean? It'd be fine. I think OnlyFans is a money fucking making market. And like, I think that's awesome. Like, the bitches out here making millions on there, get that fucking money. Like, I'm intrigued by it. I'm intrigued.
It's a little crazy that we're paying $25.99 to see pictures when there are desperate females out here. I just want to throw that out there.
Do you guys know... On OnlyFans, I have to point this out because I'm so intrigued by this. Did you know that the pages you go to that say like free, these bitches are brilliant. You know what they're doing, right? So they're free to subscribe to them. So they're getting all these subscriptions, but then they're selling their post. So they're selling their post for, this is me looking super cute in whatever the fuck they write for $2.99. So people are paying $3 per person. She's making her fucking money.
Okay.
Yeah, OnlyFans, money market. Fucking get it, bitch. Get the fucking money. But yeah, I just had to say that. I'm sorry, guys. Anyone else have input on that?
We love an OF entrepreneur.
Get that shit, bitch. Get
What
it.
was the original question?
I don't remember.
Because it had nothing to do with OnlyFans.
Who has more options?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Might be.
Yeah,
So we are all on
right.
OnlyFans now.
Women.
Welcome to our... No, I'm kidding.
I don't know. I feel like a man with money has more options than any woman.
Yeah, most definitely.
But at the same time, women don't have to have the money.
Hold up.
That's why they have more options. Though.
Ellie, what do you think?
Ellie has something
Speak your
to say.
truth, Ellie.
Hold on. I don't know about that. Because a woman with money that's so secure about herself, that has goals, has everything in order, I think has more power than a man.
She might have more power than a man, but I guarantee you,
She
any
gonna scare that
regular
man off.
is taking the woman that has nothing over the one that has everything.
She gonna scare that man off.
That's
Yeah,
facts.
facts.
Except
That's
for, I do know some like really well-off dudes that like are obsessed with the woman with the power. They love them alphas. They want them because they can't get them. So I guess it depends.
But it's about handling them.
It also varies per person.
Getting
True,
them is
true.
one thing, but maintaining them is a different story.
Yeah, because an alpha bitch, we are insane.
Yeah,
if you could handle an
like-
alpha bitch,
Right.
holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, we are fucking
Yeah,
ridiculous.
definitely
But
good
we
luck.
are respectful, we're loyal, we're true. Like, just don't fucking hurt us because we'll fucking ruin your soul.
We'll ruin you.
We'll fucking ruin your soul. Drop mic. Psh, no, I'm talking shit. Damn, little air horn in this bitch.
One whole time that'd be something different.
I know. I hope it's the crickets. I hope it's the crickets. I hope it's the crickets. That's the crickets, bitches. Funny as fuck. Okay, let's continue. Why can guys rewear clothing and women are expected to look new all the time?
I think that's a state of mind, really.
I'm hollering.
I think so, too.
I think
As a
so.
guy, I'm not gonna care whether it's brand new or reworn to begin with.
Facts. 100%.
I'm never gonna walk up to you and be like, "Oh, is that outfit brand new?" I don't care.
Or I'm gonna be like,
Is that Brad? You're so funny, Quandee.
or am I gonna be like, I saw you in that outfit 2 weekends ago? Like, what the hell? Like, why am I gonna be that observant?
Washing machine
fan.
exist.
Like, you could wear this, and then a week and a half later, I could see you in public. I'm not gonna be like, I saw you when we did that podcast.
Straight cold out.
I'm gonna be like, you look nice today, Lizzie, and I'm gonna give you a side hug, and I'm gonna move on with my day. You know what I mean? But like, no, I'm not gonna be like, is that brand new?
I just feel like if
He's
you
right, exactly. No.
if you as a grown adult have a job and like a busy schedule and you're peeping somebody outside of your day-to-day and what they're wearing
Oh my
multiple
God.
times, go get a new revenue. Go figure out a new stream of income.
Right.
Because I don't care about her purple dress from 3 districts ago.
Yeah.
I don't care about
3
her.
districts.
Yeah. 3 districts ago.
Crazy.
I don't care. She could have worn it at the Slow and Steady. Shout out Boss Hub. Hey, I don't care. Slow and Steady some more.
About District. District is the one bar here that people will pay the same cover charge every weekend to see the same fucking people they seen last week.
And the same outfits. No, I'm talking shit.
Hey, and we saw you in that outfit last weekend, girl.
Girl, why are you wearing that purple dress again? No, I'm talking shit.
Good.
Talking shit. I'm done. I like it. Okay. Next question. Why is it weird for men to cry, but women could go to town?
I think
I'm spinning everywhere.
That's like the main thing held against men in an argument.
I think it's so weird that that people think it's weird that men cry.
So do I. I think it's beautiful.
So I feel
But that's
I
just
think
me
it's
having-
beautiful.
Men should cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Men should cry more.
I can throw in on this one, and I can say that genuinely, like, I would say 80% of the times, and I've been in a lot of toxic relationships, so I can definitely say this from a toxic standpoint, is that when...
Shout out PTSD.
Yeah, for real. Honestly, when I got upset and, like, something was, like, genuinely to the point where I cried, it was something that was thrown in my face later on. You know what I mean? Like, if I genuinely opened up to that vulnerable state where I never get, it was something that was turned around like a month later, and they were like, remember when I held you and you did you can't do this, and like,
That's wrong.
you were in a vulnerable state trying to talk to somebody about something you're going through, and then it's like held over your head. Like, I was there for you.
Yeah.
when you
See,
were
that's
at
just a
your
shitty
lowest.
person, though.
Yeah.
You know when it's about to be said too.
Yeah, you definitely
exactly.
Damn.
I was there for you when you were
Definitely.
at your lowest, but you can't be here for me just for 1 sec. Like,
But relationships like that, they always
I
escalate
was
into
gonna say,
worse.
yeah,
worse stuff.
that's bogus as
Yeah,
fuck. I
it
would
is
never hold something that personal and deep against somebody because that's beautiful. I think it's beautiful when a man could be so vulnerable, regardless if they're an alpha or not. If they could drop that guard and allow you to see their true sad self, I think that's fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
I would never fucking hold that against them. That's
I'll
fucked
say,
up.
Like, I've been in probably 8 serious relationships, and
That's a lie.
Bro, what?
Okay.
23 years. Like, goddamn.
I've been alive 30 and I've only had 2.
I'm at 3. Like,
Okay, hold up.
Hey, is bitches love Sosa or what? Bitches love
hey.
Katana's dead or what?
I'm dead.
Maybe that's why I'm dead.
Whoa, hot commodity.
No, it ain't even like that.
Because I've been in 14 series with it. No, I'm talking shit. Continue. I want to hear.
But like, seriously, like, it's 7 out of 8 for real. Like, dead ass. Like, and it's a percentage. Like,
Also,
I'd
you
say
took
it's
them serious, though. You said 7 out of 8.
Okay, so like, no, I'm saying 7 out of 8 times. That is something that has been happening in that relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And like, that's crazy.
on a
That's
serious
crazy
note,
numbers.
I have 3 sons. So I look at now coming from a household mainly of girls growing up,
Yeah.
and now having a household mainly testosterone. The differences in men and women is like so like apparent from even when I was growing up to now. And the way my brother was raised to the way my dad was raised is completely different to the way my sons are being raised.
Yeah.
And my sons are very comfortable expressing themselves, and they are very comfortable being mad. They're comfortable being sad. They're comfortable being happy. And as a woman, I can't imagine a girl coming into my son's life and telling him like, oh, shut the fuck up crying. Like, I don't give a fuck how you feel. Because to me, that's going to be like, that's where I have to step in, because it's like, you don't want to get in their business. They're adults, right? At that point, if they're arguing, you know, I would expect them not to go through something like that in high school, even though, you know, it happens. But going to that extent, you know, I feel like that really starts at home.
Yeah.
And allowing your child to not only express to you how they feel, but to teach them how to properly express it to the world is like a really big thing, because you have to teach them how to do it respectfully.
Yeah.
You know, and at a certain demeanor to where as a girl in public, there's ways that we express ourselves, right? And the world looks at us like, oh, yeah, she's going through it, but she's a strong girl. You know what I'm saying? You can tell.
Yeah.
Whereas there's other girls who get on the internet and they're like, oh, leave Brittany alone. You know what I'm saying? They
but
just
that's
get like ignorant with it. And it's like, when it comes to men,
there's a difference between emotion and attention seeking, and the only way that I'll build off of what you were saying about like childhood is like the way that I was raised is like if I was going to get upset, like I was like damn near about to cry, I probably like 7-8 times out of 10 you hear my dad, hey, chin up, you know what I mean, and it's automatically don't cry, man up, you know what I mean, or you gotta get through this. You can't sit in this feeling. You have to get through it because at some point you're just gonna have to get through this. And this is something like from 5-6 years old, I've been being told that you just have to get through it. Yeah. You can't sit there in that feeling. You have to get
Men are always
it.
like looked on to be the leaders and stuff. So when you got people depending on you, you can't really get caught up in your emotions too much.
Well, Facts. See, and that's crazy that this question even got brought up because literally the other day I was on the phone with my brother and my family, and my brother's 29. He'll be 29 in October, and he's the only boy growing up in our household. Right, so he was raised around all sisters. So we're a Mexican household. Everybody knows how boys are raised in Mexican households. So he was very glorified, if you will. And when we were on FaceTime, I was praising my son for doing a really good job the first week of school, and I was telling him like, you know, keep it up. You're doing really great. And my brother chimed in on FaceTime, and he was like, and don't be mad that I'm exposing you. But he chimed in and he was like, basically like, stop praising him. Boys aren't raised on being praised. They're raised on obligation. And
damn, yeah, but it is.
Yeah, and man, I get it. And I get it.
That's something that's like bred into you though.
Right, and I understand
it.
And
it's not even something that he like intended to.
Yeah, it's a cognitive norm. Yeah, it's a cognitive norm. Yeah, it's literally a cognitive norm. Yeah, 100%. And so I had to explain to him like, that is the way that you were raised. Okay. It ran in the family until it ran into me. So now these are my boys. So they will be praised.
And
I don't care if they I don't care if they just take out the garbage. I don't care if they did the dishes without me asking. They did something, and it was, I need to show them that I appreciate them, so they will be praised for that. And as they get older, it's something that I hope that women moving forward, they look for in women, like to praise them, because it shouldn't just be the women being praised.
And the other thing about like not feeling like it's an obligation to do is when you get praised for doing something, you want to do it again. You want to do it out of the like love of your heart. You're like, oh man, the dishes are full. I know my stepmom's gonna get upset about this, so I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna do this real quick, because she's gonna be like, oh yeah, thank you so much. I was gonna have to do this, and I was gonna have to do laundry. I was gonna have to, and that's the thing is like you build this.
Well, I feel like men love, and correct me if I'm wrong, but just like seeing and hearing a lot of men talk, I feel like a lot of men love when women need them, even when it's for little things. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like feeding their. You start off with I need coffee, and then all of a sudden you guys show up with coffee, and it's like, oh my God, you're the best person ever. And then it's like, oh, I need to do that. It starts off slow, and then the more you get into a relationship, it can get bigger. Bills, gifts, stuff for the kids, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So
but it feels nice to be able to be relied on. Yeah. No matter how little or big. Right. You know what I mean? It feels good to be able to be relied on, and I feel like that's men and women like that. Right. Because there's different ways and there's different balances.
It is like the whole be relied on thing when it's not met with negativity, when you can't do whatever it is that you're not able, or that they want you to do. Like, because at some point, it's not really a suggestion anymore, or like a this would be cool thing. It's a you got to do this, or you're a piece
It's an obligation. Right. It's an obligation instead of a
duty.
No, instead of you doing it out of the care.
Yeah, like a gesture.
Yeah. Exactly, a gesture, or like a helpful moment. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I thought that was I thought that was what an obligation is, though. Like, just because I'm obliged to do something for you, don't mean I have a responsibility to do it, though.
Obligation and responsibility are very close in definition. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So obligation is like something that you have to do. You have to do this. Yeah. A responsibility is also something that you absolutely should take care of.
That you should do.
But you said obligation is something you have to do?
An obligation is something you have to do. It is a task that you have to complete.
I feel like it's an obligation is like, okay, say a task like, for instance, parents are obligated to take care of their children. That don't mean
Absolutely.
but that don't, in the world we live in, that don't mean that they do though. But that's an obligation.
True.
That's an obligation that is not met.
They themselves are responsibility. The kids are responsibilities. You had this kid, you brought him here. The obligation is to raise them or not, because you could raise some shithole people in this world.
You're right on T right there.
Dead ass.
You're right on T right there.
No, that's factual.
Yeah.
And
it's like it go hand in hand though. I see what you're saying though. Go ahead.
But yeah,
and parenting is a whole different topic.
We'll do a debate on that in 2 months. No, on some real shit though, like I feel like, especially in today's world, it's probably really incredible for men when their women do say they need something, because there's a bunch of boss women right now. We don't need shit, but you have to allow a man to be a man. Like, you have to.
Absolutely.
You have
to.
You know, and it's hot, bro. I fucking love watching my dude do his shit. Be a man. Let me take the trash out. Let me do this shit. And granted, I'll do it if I have to. Ellie and I, we've but I think it is so sexy watching a man just be. Like, men are so fucking hot, bro. Like, just the smell and okay, I got. You know what, bitches? Whoa! I'm about to start my OnlyFans right now. No, I'm talking shit. No, but I love that shit.
I just thought about it like this too. One of the other reasons why it feels good, knowing that your woman needs something from you, is we also live in a world where both men and women do not like to ask for help, even when they absolutely. But as a man, hearing her openly say, "Oh, I need this," or "This would be nice," is cool, because we're not going to do that. And if we do, we're not under the impression that it's going to happen anyway. We're just saying it just to say it. But when we hear it from them, we want to get it done.
I like
that. It's just so unfortunate that in situations like that, like you said, where people don't like to ask for help, that a lot of that stems from past relationships and egos.
Yeah.
It's a
past
huge
relationships
thing.
and egos. It's childhood too.
Childhood trauma.
Because there's the thing for me. I'll say that I am the last person to ask for help, and anybody that knows me really genuinely knows that I really won't ask you for nothing. I will sleep on a park bench before I ask you to come over to the house because I don't have a place to stay tonight. I'm that type of person. But it's just because so many times I've looked out to somebody I grew up around or my family members, and I went in that vulnerable moment and was like, I need your help. And from 5 years old, got told, oh, we'll take care of that. And then, 2 weeks goes by, a month goes by, a year goes by, and it never happens.
Then let you have to remind somebody. Now all of a sudden, it's
now you're a bad person. Right. Now you're a bad person because you're nagging and you're annoying and you're saying that this is something that you need.
Yeah, I get it.
So I never ask for help because.
What was the original question?
Why is it weird for men to
cry? We really got sidetracked. All right.
This is good.
So this next question is a little dark. Let's fucking go. Men or boys who are sexually abused by women are told to feel lucky. People will joke, where was that teacher when I was in school? And disregard that being a male victim is a big deal. But sexual abuse messes with you no matter your gender, and being a male survivor is also very hard. I love that someone sent this in to me because I feel like male rape is something people just don't, they're like, oh no, if your dick's hard, no, if you touch a dick, it's gonna get hard more than likely. And you can still rape a man. How many bitches get men drunk purposefully just to fuck them? It's disgusting.
How many times have you heard that even on Facebook and it's like, promoted, like,
and everyone's like, "Oh no! If your dick's hard, you liked it."
And
what?
If I said the same sentence, I'm gonna get drunk and I'm gonna take her home. That's rough. Immediately coming out of my mouth right now, it sounded rough.
I would just make it that. I'm gonna literally make that one of the teasers. I'm gonna get drunk and take her. I'm not gonna do that.
But it's literally, I've heard that come out of a girl's mouth. I DJ at the bar sometimes. I've heard that come out of a girl's mouth, and everybody laugh around them. Quick. And like
personally, I want to speak for all the real girlies. That's weird.
Weird as fuck.
That's really
weird
weird
as fuck.
That's really weird. It should never get taken to that point.
Yeah.
If you've ever put your hands, mouth, anything on a man when he's incoherent or highly inebriated or sleeping, it is super fucked up. If you've gone through that as a man, on behalf of us women,
that part,
I am so sorry. Yeah, big thumbs down to all of you, because that's just, it's so violating and
it's
just so
fucking
disrespectful.
Weird.
Yeah.
I think that is so nasty.
Yeah.
Like,
it is weird.
I've heard so many girls be like, oh, I fucked that person. And then said person's like, I never had sex with her. And I'm like, oh, let me put the crickets on. This is real awkward. But yeah, I just think it's really sad. No, I'm saying, yeah. I'm fucking dead. No, but on some real shit, men can be raped, and you can reach out and ask for help. Like, stop allowing this fucking world of mean fucking humans to. You can. It is 2024, and there are good humans out here that are going to listen. I would never judge anybody.
The are at a hospital. Stop talking to other people. Straight up. I'm going to be dead serious with you. Go to a medical professional and get help from a medical professional.
Well, that definitely. Go get tested and all that shit.
But you're going to end up talking. But what I'm saying is you're going to try and have a conversation with somebody, and you're going to be judged, or you're going to feel like they're looking at you a certain way, and like it's going to hurt.
Wait till it's going to feel a certain way from somebody who wasn't involved in the conversation.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying though, cause like if you talking, I mean, just to set the point of like the conversation though, like the topic though, like how like assaults happen on women, if like the tables were turned, like we're men though, you know. I mean, yeah, it could be girls who's strong enough to really take advantage of a man, but essentially though, a man could always, you know,
the thing is,
a woman.
There's some situations, like, all right. I ain't ever even publicly spoke on this. So, like, when I was, I think, 18, I was in a house. I was staying with my best friend. I was in the bathroom. I wasn't feeling good. This girl came in while I was showering, and I was, like, sick as hell. And she got in the shower with me. I was fine with that. She was kind of, like, weirding me out a little bit. I was high. I was doing drugs back then. I was not in a state where I should have been like around anybody in general. And she, like, I was sitting on the tub, shit happened. And the reason that I didn't like go to throw her off or like make any like real ridiculous noise is there was kids in the house. At the end of the day, I felt embarrassed that she was making noise, and there was like, I was so overwhelmed with like just the situation that was happening in the first place, because like I wanted to stop it. I told her to stop. She didn't stop, and it was quietly. And like at the end of the day, I didn't want to go to like physically remove her. You know what I mean? Like, and like have you
didn't want to take it that far.
Misconception that I like hit her in the bathroom, and then
because girls lie about that,
and then the police come,
that's what
and
I
then
was gonna say
I raped her in the bathroom, and like that's what's going through my mind. From a man's
standpoint, and I'll never touch on any of my own personal subjects, but from a man's standpoint, there are situations like that where, as much as you want to stop whatever's going on, as much as you want to get the fuck out of whatever situation you're in, if you even bring yourself to do that, women take that type of rejection so fucking hard that narrative gets that narrative gets switched right away.
So instantly they're raping her, even though they're leaving because they're uncomfortable.
Right.
Yeah,
You're leaving because you're uncomfortable. She does not understand that because she's not getting what she wants in that moment. Narrative switched. Now you're the bad guy in that situation, and the whole time you're the victim.
Church.
You know, I always tell my boys, like, you know, when it comes to women, everything has to be a question. Can I hold your hand? Can I give you a kiss?
Everything.
Can I walk with you? Can I open your door? Everything has to be a question. And from being a girl and being raised to know, like, girls' morals and girls' point of view and stuff like that, now having all sons and watching how the world operates with you guys, it really put me in a different chair, because now, like, I know people here locally in town, and I know there's like news articles all the time where you have these college names, NBA, NFL, and all of a sudden they're getting rape accusations or molestation accusations, and
it's just a dollar sign.
And it's just a lie. Yeah. And it blows my mind that it's gotten to the point where these girls will continuously do this, and instead of getting put in jail the same way these men got put in jail, they get slapped on the wrist, 16 months probation, a year probation, 3 years probation. And it's like, okay, but we just lied under oath about a felony charge. Like, we have to start holding, and this is just me saying this as a woman, we have to start holding women accountable when it comes to men and their freedom and their rights to consent as well.
What Quandee just fucking said blew my brain so hard. I never thought about it like that. Like, I've obviously never been denied by a man. I've never been in a situation where he's rejected me, but if something like that had happened, I don't think I'd be like, oh, he raped me, but I'd be like, what the fuck just happened? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's insane.
I think I would be more
to think about it like that.
You finish that situation. You've gotten that far in. He's uncomfortable. He now wants to leave. Are you allowing him to or not?
That's crazy.
Thinking with a straight mind, yeah, you would obviously say you're going to, but being in that situation, it's not going to go.
It's weird. No, I'm so grateful you both said what you said, because my brain, I would never, like, I really side with men a lot. Like, I feel like men get the bad end of the stick often, and it makes me fucking sad. And that's why my podcast is so important. That's why I interview so many guys, because so many fucking men are not allowed to show emotion because instantly they're pussies because of that. But what you both said blew me. Like, I'm so glad that you said that for my listeners to hear, because hopefully that could help someone if they need it. You know, that's awesome.
Snaps to the men.
Snaps.
Anybody that knows me knows that one of the biggest things that I'm about is consent. I raised my son to be the same way. My son knows at the age of 8 that consent is everything. He doesn't even understand what the word consent means, but he knows that if he needs to get something from a female classmate, anything like that, you ask, you don't just take. You know, you make everybody around you feel comfortable.
And it doesn't just go for women too. Like, even with my sons, I'm like, with everybody, you know, men have a lot of testosterone and a lot of ego, especially growing up. My oldest is in middle school, and you know, it takes one pushing match, a playful pushing match, and then all of a sudden you guys are swinging on each other and you guys are homies. You know what I'm saying? And then the next day you guys are shaking up back in the lunchroom, and it's just how men are. You know, women, we don't do stuff like that.
Yeah.
If we fight, we got beef forever.
I was just saying that to someone the other day. I'm like, guys could beat the shit. You guys could all brawl right now and then be like, all right, bro, shaking up, hugging. Yeah. I'll see you next week. And it's like,
because why carry that energy with you? all the energy.
Well, let me tell you why.
You know what?
All of the energy that you had towards that one specific situation,
straight up,
just got handled within that small little fight or whatever it was. After you stand up, you dap up, you go your separate ways. That
wild.
Y'all are fucking crazy.
Wild.
I've only beat the shit out of like 3 bitches, and I would never fucking even acknowledge them again.
2 of them were the same one.
2 of them were the same one. Different personalities. Dead as hell. All right, moving on, guys. Why is it a problem to be a short man?
Because grow the fuck up. Period. You said short. Just grow the fuck up.
Weigh in on this.
You're all tall. There's no
I don't care.
Man here. What if we had a fucking little king, like a short king? Bro, can we talk about short kings?
Just grow.
Oh my God. I've met a few short kings, and they wild.
Why you walking around like you 15?
Short people are, I'm childish.
As a man, why does your height start with a 5?
Why does your height start with a 5?
Are you doing that?
I'm hollering.
No, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've worked for a lot of my managers in the past have been men, and a lot of them have been short men. And I'll just be there doing my job.
Tough.
Little man syndrome.
Little man syndrome.
Little man syndrome. Bitch.
Little man syndrome is crazy. No, because they want to beef with girls too. I'm 5'6", so I'm considered a tall girl, right?
Oh shit.
5'6" is considered a tall girl. I have had men like put their George Washington hats on and try to argue with me because they're 5'6". Like,
oh right,
listen,
so they gotta be just a little bit. Yeah.
No, I just feel like if you're 5'10" and 5'10", maybe up, I'll shut up. Anything under that.
Put a pair of forces on.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like Doc Martens are coming in. Like
you need a pair of platform.
Y'all could get some stripper fucking heels. Like no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Wear platforms.
Yeah, I just
platforms.
Yeah.
Spice Girls in this bitch. Like
if it don't start with a 6, we're not listening.
Also, if you are as a man, if you are short and you like taller women, why
climb her like a tree?
Hey,
that.
Tarzan in this bitch.
Don't get self-conscious when you're out in public and she towers over you. That's the whole reason you got into this situation to begin with.
And own that shit.
I'm 6'1" and
own
I
it.
a woman taller than me.
I've seen some short kings with tall women and they fucking own that shit. They're like, this is my bitch, and they're still leading her and shit. I think that's hot.
And they're gonna go get that chair to kiss her too.
That part. They have a stepping stool with them. No, I'm just talking shit.
Right. Altars altered at the wedding.
There's the little Paw Patrol.
I'm dead as hell.
I'm screaming, not the bathroom stool.
I'm dead. Type B is
shit.
crazy. Next question. Why can a man get a vasectomy without any questions asked, but if a woman wants to get her tubes tied, it's all hands on deck to gaslight her into changing her mind?
I've never heard that be an issue.
I'm just reading what they said.
Coming from somebody with their tubes tied. The only person who has ever given me pushback is my grandmother, and may God rest her soul. She just wanted me to find my husband and give him kids, but hey, we did things a little bit backwards, so it's okay. But I've never actually really gotten pushback. I think I've just heard more like, what if you meet the love of your life and he wants kids? I'm like, bro, I'm literally a 4-for-1 package. Like, I don't really know like where you could go wrong here. And I have all sons. Like,
no, only the vasectomies you can.
No, you can get your tubes reversed.
You can reverse them
you
now?
can reverse them. Yeah.
Just kidding, bitches. Well, I clearly don't know shit about this. That's why I'm staying quiet, because I don't really fucking care.
Never do that.
I'm telling you right now, a vasectomy is one of the best things you can do.
Have you done it?
Not yet.
Okay, so either one of them is the best thing you could ever do. Just stop reproducing.
And I just feel like if you do decide to get your tubes tied and you don't have children and you are allowed to get a vasectomy or tie your tubes without children, it is 100%. Well, even if you never want kids and you do it, like, shout out to you, because somebody with kids, I always say, like, live your complete life. Strip down the street butt naked, go to Japan, throw a party, make a charcuterie board, whatever it is you want to do.
A charcuterie board?
Charcuterie in the
Do it.
Do
it before having a charcuterie board.
My kind of bored, bitches. No, talking shit.
Yeah, just do all of that before you have kids, because once you have kids, like you said, it is your obligation to raise them. So, you know, your undivided attention should be them first, and then everything else completely after.
On that topic, I feel bad for anyone my age or around my age that is currently dealing with younger kids. You know, blessings to you for starting a family. I'm just glad I got mine out of the way to begin with. My son is 8, and by the time he's graduating, I'll only be 37.
Period.
Let's go.
Y'all will be in your 30s with a fucking newborn or an infant.
Okay.
I'm gonna be in my 60s with a newborn.
Same girl.
Hey, but you would have lived along. Your whole 20s, 30s, 40s were lit.
No, but you're so dead ass, though. That's valid as fuck.
Every time I say that, people think I'm joking. I have zero plans on having more kids.
Be like that. All right, guys, are you ready for while we're talking about sex? I don't think we were, but I just wanted to go into talking about sex because this is a Lil Lizzie fucking podcast, bitches. Okay, so guys always expect head, but they don't give head.
False.
Insane that someone sent me this. And you're all anonymous. I'm not going to call you out, but bitch, you better get your pussy licked. What the fuck? Like, I don't understand that. Like, I've never had a guy not lick my pussy ever. Like, if I'm hooking up with a dude, he's probably licked my pussy before I sucked his dick.
I'm just saying, if it's pretty, I'm kissing it.
I just feel like if he doesn't, to be completely honest, I just feel like if he doesn't, then that should tell you everything you need to know about how he views you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
That's a fact.
That's fact.
Look, if he's not in it, there's the other shit wrong in the relationship.
You're more of the get in, get off, get out. It's one of those things.
From my standpoint,
you didn't even gotta take the shirt off.
Lights still on.
maybe it doesn't happen the first time, but if y'all have linked multiple times and it hasn't happened once, that's all you
I'm just saying.
He might think it smells.
Yeah, like why?
That's a fact.
Why?
That's a fact too.
See, I've never had a smelly pussy, and I'm very grateful for that. But I do know a lot of people who have, and people talk. People are like, "Oh, that bitch smells like a dead rat," and like, get that shit cleared. Go to the doctor, say, "Hey, put some shit in my pussy and tell me what's wrong with my fucking vagina." Like, it's that simple. Like, take care of her. That's your pussy.
There was a lot of shows at J&K's.
Oh, the must.
Jesus.
The fucking must.
Hey,
the dancing? Can we talk about girls dancing with smelly pussy?
Bro,
what is it? I don't.
There was a lot of the same women at them shows.
The twerking with smelly pussy is fucking insane in my brain.
It's a little terrifying when you walk in and smell her before you see her. It's just a little scary.
If the cooter smells over 3 feet away, you gotta get something checked.
And it's so simple to get shit checked. I go get my pussy checked regularly because I take care of her and she's great and she's taken care of. But
hey, if I smell it, I know you smell it.
Okay, if I smell it, I know you smell it, and you don't need me to tell you that I smell it.
Take a damn shower, bro.
Is there really girls that smell like
if the plans are to link and y'all not doing nothing public, y'all just one of y'all are going to the other one's house?
Hey, but guys be stinky too. But hey, don't
okay, can we talk about ball sex?
Yeah.
Actually, yes.
Hold up. Y'all
Let's
be sweaty
fucking
too,
talk
so
about
clean
ball
your
sex.
clean everything too. So y'all men need to shower just as much as we're talking about women showering. So let's keep that. Because y'all be stinking too.
I just feel like this is like one of my last sessions. Like, this is sounding real familiar with me and my clients. I just want to throw that out there.
I'm her client.
Yeah, because some of the things that girls be talking about with these guys, man, it's crazy.
For real, y'all be smelling stinky as hell, bro.
It's been the summer. You can't be out on the court. You playing a game of 21. Next thing you know, you're going to link with a bitch without stopping at home.
Oh my
God!
God!
How you just spent all day at work, and on your way home from work, you're gonna go link with a bitch. But you didn't even stop at home to shower.
I'll make that motherfucker shower. I'll be like, my shower's right there. Wash that dick, that ass, all of it. I'm a freak, bitches. No,
I'm a freak.
I'm fucking hollering, bro.
She said I have a shower for a reason.
Not the pickup game at the park.
I call you a loofah, baby boy. I'm just talking shit. The ball, though, for real. So many dudes go to like play ball, and then they're just
that was just the first thing I could think about because it's been in the summer.
Bro,
like me, for example, I skate. There's a lot of guys that be at the skate park, and that is one of the sweaty. You get more sweaty doing that than playing basketball sometimes.
Although
I just be fishing and I be swimming.
I will admit, I think it's hot when guys only put a little deodorant on because that smell sometimes does smell good, like that manly musk. Like I'm not talking like. It is.
Like,
I'm not talking like.
I gotta take a shower.
Really? I fucking love it. It turns me the fuck on sometimes. And I'm not talking like musk. I'm saying like deodorant.
Okay, so
you mean like the hard day's work, man? That's what you mean. Oh, okay.
So you're talking about like a little bit of sweat with the deodorant.
A little bit with exactly.
Yeah,
the deodorant has to be on there. It can't be like I get fucking polluted and I'm dead.
Right.
I'm talking like
onions and garlic is crazy.
No.
Onions and garlic is crazy.
Oh my God, can we talk about feet? Bro.
Onions and garlic is crazy.
I will never forget Timberland man. Bro, wash your fucking feet. Okay, fuck the ball sack. Fuck the ball sack. The feet. The socks. Crazy. The crusty socks. Bro, what?
No.
You said crusty?
The main question was about getting head, right? That was
Yeah.
the main
Oh wait, we saw
one of the main things that as a guy I feel like you gotta know too, women too, because it's really important for you too, just like it is for us. Wash your fucking belly button.
Oh, dude. Okay, can we talk about how nasty it is when people have lint in their fucking belly button? I'm a freak. I've been putting my tongue everywhere. Clean your fucking belly buttons. What the fuck?
Lint, it is the smell.
The smell is crazy.
It's a smell.
Of the innies or the outies?
It doesn't matter.
You smelling belly?
Shower.
He's like, yeah, I started kissing down her stomach. Then the belly button stopped.
There's a belly button scent?
Foreplay is very essential.
That's what I'm like. What?
Bro, okay,
I love
hold up,
foreplay.
Hold up. What are you doing with the belly button?
Doesn't matter.
I just want to know.
Doesn't
listen,
matter.
No, let's break it down. Let's break it down to the simple mathematics of the question. What are you doing with the belly
Ask
button?
that question. You're not advanced enough.
Hey, I don't want to be. I'm just saying. I'm a bow out at this point.
You gotta go lick a belly button, Katana.
He said, respectfully, I'm gonna sit this one out. Respectfully, I'm gonna sit it out. Don't worry, I know about the belly button endeavors, but
I was talking about the lint, guys. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about with the stench. The lint, though. Clean those motherfuckers out. I be licking everything. I'll lick elbows, bro. I don't give a fuck.
If you get elbows, if you can eat ass, but you're opposed to a
belly buttons and eating ass was like summer to winter, dog.
I haven't really talked about that either.
Oh, dude.
Being recently single. I have not talked about that.
Oh, shit. I forgot about that. What the fuck happened?
Yeah. I'm not talking about that.
Okay. We're back to the podcast.
Nothing but love and respect for her.
I like her. She's cute.
She is.
I'm a girl's girl.
But that is unfortunately not a thing anymore.
And it happens. Relationships end.
Yeah,
that's
they
the
do,
thing.
man.
Like
Relationships also fucking suck sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah, that too.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Relationships as a parent dating another parent, they fucking suck sometimes.
I cannot imagine.
Free time isn't a thing. Free time isn't a thing.
Oh my god, free time is not a thing. Which makes it a little better.
And I
I'm not gonna
completely
lie to you.
understand
The spontaneous shit makes it everything.
Yeah.
But
sometimes
it's
some
not the
people,
relationship itself that sucks. It's the shit y'all gotta go through in order to be happy. Oh my god! And then when the other parents find out,
oh my god! Let's not even get on that because anybody who watches this podcast knows if I get into that, I'm gonna get there's gonna be people at my door. Yeah, it's to touch on that. I am traumatized by being in a relationship with somebody who was a single parent at the time. I was a single parent at the time, and we managed to blend 4 kids and have one of our own. So after 8 years of doing that, and knowing I should have walked away 8 years earlier, it is one of the hardest things in the world when you have to blend parenting tactics, when you have to blend households, and this is such a big one. It was the biggest one for me. This was the problem. Was
relationship with their children.
Well,
I don't know if you've had to go through that
I
yet,
did. And honestly, having to create a healthy one when the other parent doesn't like you. That is the hardest
and negates every positive
thing in the world.
I don't know what it is with me, but it always seems to be that the other parent does not fuck with me.
Me, same. Honestly,
and
I
you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything because I've dated single mothers and I literally like I don't have a kid, but like I still get the hatred. I don't even do anything. I don't even do anything. Like I literally just exist. I literally exist.
From my standpoint, I would not like somebody that does not have a child being around my child.
I don't want to hear it, but I don't want to hear any of that because
that's just from my standpoint.
As a real life adult, I've had nieces, nephews, my 4 little sisters.
I'm gonna be honest with you. But as a baby daddy, I'm not taking none of that into consideration.
Exactly, because you're a baby. But that's tripping. But that's tripping.
It is.
And that's toxic on your side.
It is.
Wait. Because it's your niece and nephew.
It has nothing.
Because it's your niece and nephew, you're saying that's why you won't accept it?
No. Like I'm
the
saying,
responsibility of it, having a child, is different
it's a different
from just
thing. It's two different things, and I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
Just like I'm also a complete judge of character. If I can be around you a couple of times, I don't have to know you personally. Again, not you personally. But if I don't have to know you personally, but if I've been around you a couple of times outside of that setting and I know a little bit about you, I can tell if I would trust you around my kid or not, especially for a long amount of time.
Yeah, facts.
And 90% of people that I've been around, I would never trust them around my fucking child for a long period.
Well, I'll tell you one of like the biggest things that happened to me, and it was like a big like smack in the face to where I had to take like a huge accountability for it, was going into that relationship that I was in, without us having our own child, like of our own, I felt like, oh, well, maybe we do have similar parenting styles and the other parent is just the problem. And
That's
so,
a big thing.
yeah, and like we can work at this. And it wasn't until later on in our relationship and we had our own son that I clearly understood, like, you and me are not the same parent. And forever we will argue because not only do we have your kids in the house that you are solely supposed to raise. We have my kids in the house that I'm going to get on your neck if you do too much to them. Yeah. And then we have our own kid together where I have to give you 50-50 responsibility and ability to discipline
That's a crazy dynamic.
Yeah, like, so imagine having all these different, and then you have his kids going back and telling their mom something. You have my kids going back and telling their dad something. You know what I'm saying? And then you have one kid who
and it's just fucking drama.
Yeah, it's just constant. Everywhere. And then if the other parent isn't like one of those other parents that's like, hey, my kid came to me, told me this, like, can we talk about it? Because I just want to get your side of the story. I know you're the adult. I'm trying to hear you out. And instead comes at you like, oh, bitch, why are you saying this to my daughter or my son? Then it becomes like an issue because now it's like, fuck whatever they're talking about. Don't disrespect me.
It's a respect thing.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I meant by that too. If my son comes to me, I'm all about, you know, like let's say you're dating my son's mom.
Right.
By all means, if my son is acting up and I'm not there at the time, by all means, you can say what you got to say, but you can say it in a respectful manner.
And and that's
because I love to be respectful to one another. But if my son comes to me and tells me one thing, my judgment is going to be so clouded. I don't want to hear shit you got to say.
You want to hear something that I can definitely chime in here too is like every time that I've dated somebody with a kid, there is no discipline coming out of my mouth. Period. End of story.
At some point, if you date another single mom, that's
if it's a long enough time, like, yeah, of course.
I always say that I feel like
I keep my mouth closed because I don't want those issues. And like as a male without kids and as a
respectful manner.
It is all
and the conversation.
No, the thing is the 1 to 2 times that I've tried to be like, hey man, you need to calm down, and then, or it's the baby mama that trips, or it's the other parent. And like I just, after those 2 experiences, I was like, yep, I know my place. You just stay quiet, roll past.
See, I feel like in my situation with the 8 years going on, I raised I was a part of raising his kids from the time they were 7 and 8 to now they're 17 and 18. And I mean, we don't talk as much as we did before, but even raising them from that point to now, there were so many things that as years went on in my head as a mother, I looked at them like, I have to raise you as if you were my child when you're in my home. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So even if your mother isn't teaching you that in my household, because this is where boundaries come in, right? You can have different rules and different settings in different households, but it's about respecting the boundaries that are set in both households. So if you're in my house and you get your phone taken, at your mom's house, I should be able to communicate, hey, she's in trouble. This needs to be taken away. And it's not because of the ego of how the mother feels about me, or the ego of how the mother feels about her baby daddy, or vice versa.
Like, I want to be the cool parent, so I'm gonna
exactly.
And just make you hate this person, make the evil
or the fact that you can't, just because they're not your child, you can't let them slip with some shit that you wouldn't let your child slip with. Same vice versa. It cannot be one-sided. Everything has to be equal, or the shit's not gonna work.
Right.
I was just saying, coming from a point of like, I've never had a relationship over a year with a single mom. I can't be like a super like disciplining, like talking, like I can't be
I've been with 2
stepdad.
I've been with 2. The first one was on and off. The second one, unfortunately, was my most recent relationship, where again the relationship was great. The discipline had absolutely zero to do with it. That's not my place, and things were way too new to even make that type of call. So it was never an issue to begin with.
That's as far as the relationships have gone with me in the first place. So I'll let you finish though.
No. I'm saying like my most recent one didn't even get to that point, but my first one, the first one was on and off for like 6 months at a time. I think it like maybe a total of a year. And I never even had to get to the point of the discipline, but it's more so just having to deal with the other parent.
Yeah.
Every time.
The other parent causing issues.
Jealousy.
And in that first instinct, it was on both sides. And I know my son's mom's going to watch this podcast. She was a part of the problem too.
Okay.
It was equal on both sides. It's not throwing shots. It's not throwing shades. It was equal on both sides. I had to deal with my ex's baby daddy, and I had to deal with my baby mama at the same time. The shit was way too much. And just to break the tension of it, the first relationship wasn't going to work out anyway, considering the history that I had with her sister 3 years prior.
Damn.
She did it better. No, I'm
not saying that.
I don't know.
He was like off the record. That was off the record.
I did not.
There were certain aspects.
No, on some real shit. I've only ever had a thing with one.
This is when we take his mic away, okay?
No, we're gonna end this here soon, but I do have to state I've only ever had a thing with one daddy. And this motherfucker was like abandoning his fucking kids, bro. Plot twist, if you're one of those types of men, stay the fuck away from me. If you lie about a fucking wife, stay the fuck away from me.
No,
if you nasty.
If you're a parent that on social media you portray to be a great parent,
that one.
Oh, that
shout out to my older two's dad for being a social media parent. We see you, big dog.
Out here, Instagram parents. What's up?
Go through any of my social medias, see how much I post about my son versus how much I'm in his life. Plot twist: I've never gone a day without fucking seeing him.
Mm-hmm. That's beautiful. We need daddies like that, though. That's the thing. Like, let me
rephrase that: seeing him, or at least having some type of contact with him or his mother.
And
to
see,
check in on him.
I feel like as a mother who,
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Period. Drop mic.
You gonna leave me hanging?
My bad.
As a mom who has a child's father who literally can go months without talking to them, months without checking in on them, and then come and try to pick them up for a weekend, but raising kids in his home where he's at right now. Seeing and hearing dads like literally hinder at the thought of not speaking to their children or checking in on their children, and also being a child of a dad who was very much present in my life, it is the most disgusting thing to me. Man. When you can walk this earth knowing that something that you created is out here and you are not out here checking on them. Like, how do you not?
Scum.
You don't want to know how
men and women both.
Women too. Yeah, there's shitty moms out there too.
Oh yeah, women too.
Like
women too. I'm not gonna name any names, but
fuck you, Bonnie.
A lot of people who know my life know that I've been around a lot of women or have interacted with a lot of women who like to let their kids raise themselves. And honestly, it really shows when their daughters are walking around here in mini skirts and piercings and lace fronts and lashes, and you can't even walk into the tattoo parlor to get them by yourself because you're not even of age, but mommy bestie wants to walk in and do it with you. And these sons are out here drinking and riding around, smoking, missing school. Like, if your child has a higher truancy number than a higher GPA, we have a problem. Like, that's an issue. If your child uses the same excuses you do and they're not even in the real world yet, that's a problem. If you enable your child to continuously act like a child when they're supposed to be growing as an adult, that's a problem. And honestly, the only thing that stems from is generational
trauma.
Yeah, like not even trauma. It's
injustification.
Yeah, like it's just generational lack of accountability. Literally, generational
accountability is huge. That's
lack
the
of
perfect
accountability is one of the biggest problems in our whole generation.
And I think that people don't understand that when you do take accountability for your actions, whether it's later on or not, like it is the most powerful move you can make because you are literally sitting in the face of someone or something and saying, "Yeah, I did that." Like, yes, I did. And whether it was right or wrong, I'm going to fix it. And if it was right, yeah, I did.
You can't tell me that you had a really rough upbringing and then turn around and try to justify to me that it's okay for you to do that to the same kid that you just had. Why, if you knew what it was like, why would you do it for them? One of my favorite sayings is every kid deserves a parent, but every parent does not deserve a fucking kid. I stutter, but I don't care.
I stutter all the time. I really do. I don't even know why people listen to me on my podcast. Like, I'd be like, and they're right there. Love you, fuckers. Well, okay, fucks. We are at the end of our podcast. Do you guys have anything you'd like to say to our wonderful fucking listeners? I'm spitting everywhere, guys. I'm sorry.
If you want to see an encore of us on anything else, call her.
Yeah, we'll be back.
Oh, and if you have a problem with anything we said, that's your problem.
Suck my fucking clit.
Go check out my music. Katana's dead.
Oh, and raise your kids. Oh, and according to Lizzie, test the waters on your man's ass.
Lick that asshole, bitch.
And apparently an elbow or two.
Sorry.
Or a belly button. A belly button.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
no,
I
ain't licking no fucking belly
Hey, he's over here traumatized by the belly button.
Apparently, Quandee's been with a woman who smells on the belly button.
He was like, why do you smell like a mothball?
Clean your ass. Clean your ass. Clean your earlobes. Clean your belly button.
Nothing recent. This is just all past trauma shit.
Under
Always got to clarify that. None of my current trauma is anything recent.
Yeah.
I just got to clarify that.
I love that because I really like your recent. She's pretty. She's cool. I like her. I love being a girl's girl. I'm such a fucking girl's girl, bro. It's like annoying how much I respect women. I mean, I respect men too, but I love my fucking bitches. I love my females. I love my girls. But I do love men because they got dick. All right. So that's drop mic, bitches. Say goodbye to everyone. Please.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
I love you fuckers. Well, this is Lil Lizzie here, and I like it raw. I'll see you soon. Bye. Do it raw.
Use protection.
All right, fucks. Bye.